Hi and welcome to the Art of Tarot and to your March 2025 readings. This is a little intro to sum up everything you need to know before we get to start the reading. You can also click directly into your reading in the timestamps if you don't have time for this little introduction. I am Stephanie Kosher. I am an artist, a musician, and also your favorite tarot card reader. And I do readings in a way that is a little more psychological than it is esoteric, but I do use the Western astrology system and the tarot system, of course, to gain more insight, maybe a little guidance, maybe a little inspiration for a situation that we're struggling with, or just, for an input that we want to have as a little bit of a spiritual push forward. I do use astrology, as I mentioned, Western astrology. I don't believe in astrology. I do not believe in astrology, is how I always like to say, but it is a very helpful and interesting medium and tool to gain more insight and to go a little deeper in the interpreting of the cards. Also, it really is important in the tarot card system because historically the tarot cards are connected to the astrological system, so we want to take advantage of that. In the first part of the reading, you will see a general energy that I'm talking about. In the second part of the reading, there is a relationship dynamic. So if you are struggling with relationships or you want to have a little more answers, this could be every relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can also be any other relationship in your life that might be challenging or might be a little confusing. So we're gonna remind ourselves how to maybe deal with the situation with the help of the cards. And that's basically it. Check out my description box. Please subscribe to this channel. Give me a like, give me a comment if you enjoy these videos. I'm also mainly an artist and a musician, and I do all types of different creative things. So if you're interested in the big picture and all the other things that I'm doing next to this channel, then you can go to my website, you can go to my description box, you can go to my Instagram, of course, and see more of all the things I'm doing there. So enjoy your reading. Thank you so much for being here. These readings are separated into the different zodiac signs. So whatever you are identifying with is how I like to say it. It doesn't have to be your sign, but if you're feeling like a Leo today, then watch the Leo reading. If you're feeling like your sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, whatever, rocks your boat. So just go to where it draws you and enjoy a little message that might bring you further. I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to this Scorpio March 2025 reading. I'm very excited that you're here with me, and we're gonna look at a general energy in the first part of the reading, relationship dynamic in the second part. This is a reading that also uses Western astrology. I am not an astrologer, but I do read astrology and I use it as a tool. I wouldn't even say I necessarily believe in it, which often irritates people, but I do think it can be a quite helpful tool to get more insight into a situation maybe. So let's see what's coming out for you this week, dear Scorpio identifying people, as I like to say. This can be really for all of your placements in Scorpio, or just if you're feeling like a Scorpio today, maybe this is a reading for you that can be helpful. So March, the Hermit, I love it. And this one, the Hanged Man, this is a great card. I do love the Hanged Man in the Crowley deck. It's such a relief to have this card sometimes, even though it kind of suggests the opposite. But when you really read through what he has to say about it, what Crowley has to say about it, is such a relieving card, and such a card of certainty. He really calls it a card of certainty, not faith or hope. And when we really go into manifestation techniques, it's a card of certainty, that there is no such thing as a sacrifice, that there is no such thing as a bad experience, quote unquote. There's only chances and only life that has to be lived. So chances, interestingly enough, here we have an Ace of Pentacles that also speaks of chances and opportunities. Maybe new pathways opening up, new long-term sustainable paths opening up for you. This is really a seed you can plant. This is something where you are able to manifest something in the long run, in the long term. Maybe also a new project, a new material thing. It can be something physical. It can be as simple as just starting a crafty project or an art project, you know, where you work with your hands. Or it can be something like starting a new workout routine, because the Pentacles is earth energy. It's also about the body. But of course, it can be also something more serious, like a new job path or a new money path, where you're like, okay, I'm going to try out this new thing to manifest more abundance, more money, more financial abundance. So there is a door opening, a new door, and it might have felt like it's coming a long way. Because with the Hangman, we are in a situation often where it feels like we've come a long way, things have been stuck, or circumstances might keep us stuck. And it's really about a complete and utter letting go. It is a complete surrender to a situation and letting go of restrictions. It's a very, very, very beautiful card. And this is coming up for you in March. And I think it's coming up after a really deep introspection here with the Hermit, an understanding of your own boundaries and of your own strengths here with the Seven of Wands. And with the Hermit, also an understanding of what steps to take, and really focusing on the next step in front of your path, or in front of you on the path. The Hermit is not so much seeing the end goal. The Hermit is more about stepping one foot after another, paving your own path, and really using your inner guidance, your inner wisdom to just keep the direction, keep going, putting one foot in front of the other. So Hermit also beautiful, beautiful card for being productive, for being maybe even crafty, or building something, or letting something grow. I do think that the Hermit is a very, very productive card, where you really dive into your own talent, into your own skills. Maybe you even want to better your skills in something. I think for some reason crafty is coming through so much. Maybe you're really working on a creative project, or a crafty project, or an arts and crafts thing, or decorating something, or refurbishing something. It's like this type of energy that I'm getting for some reason. The Hermit is really good with resources as well, and the Hermit is really the full potential of life. It's a very deep card, actually. These two cards are very, very deep cards. And I like the order of things as well. We have here the 9 and the 12. So the path is really going in the right direction, I want to say. We have a 7 here with the 7 of Wands, which really talks about also defending your successes, or defending your attitude also. It is putting yourself out there. It is standing up for yourself. It is standing up for what you've accomplished so far. So it's also a card really of being courageous. It's a card of being passionate also about where you want to go and what you want to show about yourself, and really still sticking to your own thing. With the Hermit, we're very much, this is really a card of doing your own thing and not being reliant on the opinions of others, on the feedback of others, on maybe the compliments, or maybe the haters, or you're completely self-reliant. You know what you want to do, you know how you want to do it, and even though it might feel like it's a long way coming here with the Hanged Man, and it might feel a little restrictive even, and restrictive, it could also be just a spiritual thing where like maybe I want to be more aesthetic. I hope this is an English word. In German it's a word that I just made an English word out of. So more, maybe you're more in a self-optimizing type of energy where you're like, okay, I'm going to eat well, I'm going to do exercise, I'm going to do yoga, maybe I'm going to meditate more, I'm going to isolate a little bit and really tap into my own wisdom, my own strength, my own power, and maybe shut yourself off a little bit from the outer world. So this could be the restriction you put on to yourself to really be able to see that new door open, to be able to perceive the opportunities that are presenting themselves towards you. Wow, and now this wants to come out. And the last card, I mean, you saw it, my hand just wanted to cut the deck. So the last card is here that also gives us that passion forward, and also that ability to really handle all those forward driving, intense, animalistic, passionate energies. So wonderful card also for pushing forward, for putting yourself forward, and for being highly creative. All right, I love this. This is very nice. So let's see what the relationship department has to offer. So this can be any relationship dynamic. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing, of course. It is about us relating probably to one specific person or one specific energy in our surroundings, and seeing how we can deal with it. Right now, I mean, with the Hermit, we're, as I said, not necessarily in a place where we do need the contact or the relating in the outside world so much. We're pretty self-reliant. This other person, okay, Five of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is having an inner conflict here and isn't quite sure what they want, and therefore I feel like we are holding back with opening our heart or giving. It could be a new person, a new connection, where you can sense like, oh, there's feelings towards a person, but I am not ready to open up because this person hasn't figured things out for themselves yet. That's how it feels like. Or in a existing relationship or connection, it could also be, yeah, I can tell that there is some conflict going on within a person, inner conflict that doesn't really have to do much with me, or I don't have to be part of this, and therefore I'm holding back a little bit. I think we should still be compassionate, of course, but yes, we don't want to be over-giving. When somebody has to figure out something themselves, we can be present, we can hold space, but we are not gonna solve their problems, if you know what I mean. It could also be that you are, if we want to switch it around, you know, and do the old switcheroo, it could be like that you might be in general, just in an energy where you're holding back when it comes to romance or love, or opening up your heart, or trusting new people, new situations, just because of your past, you know. It's just like a default mode right now, maybe, and that could create conflict in another person. So it could be, of course, something that has a cause and an effect. So it's just something to think about and to maybe become aware of. How does our holding back maybe affect another person, or is a conflict of another person pre-existing that has not much to do with us, and therefore we are not overgiving and not feeding too much into it emotionally, because otherwise we might get into something that is not our problem, you know. It's like, it seems like that's the first thing I saw. So, you know, take whatever resonates or what's helpful. So how do we connect here? How do we find the connection? How can we relate, as in relationship, you know? Oh, very nice. I love it though. So maybe this is clearing up something, asking those questions also, even though I don't see so much communication. But when I said try to be compassionate, I think this is really this hits the nail on the head, if that's a saying. I'm just making up things. So Page of Cups is really trying to keep an open heart, to be compassionate, to be open, to be understanding, to hold space, to be just emotionally present, you know. And with the Three of Pentacles, it's beautiful because it's really about working together as well. It's very much about trying to work together, find a solution, take responsibility. Everybody knows what they have to do to better the situation. So this is nice, you know, this is really helping us grow. This is helping us grow emotionally, learn more about our own emotional being and understanding of a situation, and also the other person. So this is what we are mirroring here, where we can relate, where we have the common space of these two energies. And the Page of Cups is beautiful because there's a lot of potential to grow. There's a lot of potential to be open and kind and respectful, and trying to be capable to connect on a deeper level, on an emotional level, to try to inspire also. It's an inspired connection. So that's a very, very nice and cute and also somewhat innocent energy that is possible here. So don't expect the worst, is also what I'm saying, because the Page of Cups really doesn't. And there's no ill will. The Page of Cups is probably the one card with the least ill will in this whole deck. It's just so innocent in a way. It's a very innocent energy. So don't expect somebody to, you know, want something bad for you, or yeah, it's I don't see it. It's not there. The Three of Pentacles, as I said, beautiful energy to be able to work together. This could also be a working relationship, by the way, that could be very creatively fruitful, where you can really work with an emotional connection to build something together. So yeah, very nice. I really like this. This is very beautiful, especially in the relationship department. Let's see if we have some charms that are helpful. Yes, 2 love charms. This is a rose quartz. So yeah, this person, there's an innocence really to this person. You both are protected. There is the jade stone here, so it is also another Venus charm, love, energy confirmation. This one, the onyx, I see it often as a protection, but also as a stone of blind spots. So this could be a connection where you help each other see this blind spots, but in a very gentle way. You might be able to help each other out to see some ignorant spots that you're carrying, or that the other person is carrying, or vice versa, you know. So yes, I do like this very much. And this person, I think they are slowly gaining clarity with this inner conflict that they have going on. And I have a feeling it really doesn't have a lot to do with you, but there's this quartz thing that is a little it's not see-through, you know, it's not clear. So for me, this is a charm that indicates that we are in the process of getting clarity, and the muddy waters have to clear, and that's what's happening here. Okay, I love it. Scorpio, very beautiful reading. Please like, subscribe, comment. Check out my description box for private readings and all the other stuff that I'm doing. I'm an artist and musician, and I also am your favorite tarot reader here on YouTube. All right, so I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye.